Hello, welcome back to Sit and Chat. I'm Whyte.
I'm Jamie Allan.
And I'm Ben Gilmour.
Firstly, Ben, how are you?
Shite, tired, cold.
He's very happy to be here. We pay him lots and lots of money to be here, like all our guests.
I'm getting paid for this?
Yes, I'll.
You were fully aware of that.
It's in the post.
When I signed the contract.
Right, that's
It's in the post, isn't it, Jaba? We sent it away this morning, didn't
it's
we?
in,
Bloody Royal Mail, eh?
it was 98, yeah. 98, was it 98? 98,
Don't fucking.
It's 98, aye.
Don't put his full address on YouTube.
What?
No, I've got no
98?
idea. I've got no idea what your address is.
It's fucking 98, it's a
No, it's
lot
not
smaller than that.
You've been done dirty already.
Fully on it.
We're off to a good start.
So, Ben, start with you, where I start with literally everyone else. What's your earliest memory?
Fuck, earliest memory.
It better be a good one because we've had some belters in the past.
It's a bit grim. I saw somebody, you know, like padlocks on like sheds and stuff.
Yeah.
How it's got the bar that slides along.
Yeah.
Saw somebody get their pinky finger caught in alongside the bar.
Oh.
That was pretty fucking grim.
That was your earliest memory?
I can remember that play group, I think, when I was like...
Oh, was it a Wayne that got it done as well?
Oh yeah.
That's fucking horrendous,
That's
actually.
exciting news.
See how you peel a banana?
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh.
Amazing. Oh, that would be...
Because you can imagine...
Have you got a fetish that I never knew about?
That bar's specifically designed to fit with absolutely no space at the sides, so...
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Oh, aye.
You're fucking turned on.
You'd really regret asking me that question.
That'd be fun.
Nah, it's fine. We ask every guest that. We've had worse and we've had better. I could just say that much. You've got a good start to it. So Ben, Stirling born and bred.
Obviously.
I'm going to introduce a new thing just because, you know, I'm thinking, fuck it. If you could describe yourself in 5 words to the camera, what would they be?
Oh. Ugly, annoying, fat, specky.
Pompous.
Pompous.
That's the one. That was the exact word I was looking for. How did you know?
I just know you.
There we go.
There's you
That's
quite
the 5
well,
words.
clearly. So Ben, do you want to explain a wee bit about yourself? Are you from Stirling all your life?
Yes, born and bred in Stirling, lived here all my life, born in Stirling Royal. When it was still there.
Yeah. How would you describe Stirling for those that have not been there?
It's got city status, but it's fucking tiny. There's not a lot here.
Yeah.
Our shopping centre is like 3 shops.
Yeah.
And
one of them's been plugged enough.
That usually rotate. No doing shout outs to EE.
Ben, honestly, there's about 10 mentions of we eat each podcast. There's no need to mention it more.
I wonder why.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Stirling's not bad.
The best that used to be, right, there was a point where he used to turn his coat inside out because he didn't want folk thinking he worked for EE, despite the fact he mentioned them literally every single podcast.
Alright, this watch EE, this phone EE.
Yeah, he's got 2 now. I don't know if you can quite see that on camera, but yeah.
I've always had 2.
Let's
Sorry.
pinpoint that. Why have you got 2 phones?
Which one?
Look.
I can tell which one's more valuable, the one that's got the bigger case.
You would think that. That there is £1,300 to buy outright.
What?
That's not the X, is it?
That's the X. That there is 800.
1,300 quid?
And that is 810. The reason being this is so well protected is because I can't insure it. I'm not allowed to. Because it's not my property.
So if you fuck that, then you don't get another one, basically.
No, I just need to pay for the damage on it.
Actually, no, fuck that. I'd want to have a military game
full
case.
on insured. Although it is 1.3k to buy it, right?
That cost me what my fucking laptop did.
Jamie's just letting go of information how much he spends at EE.
So if anyone knows where Liam lives and they want to mug Jamie on the way out here,
I was about to say, yeah, it's not going to do much. He's coming here, we don't got much of value here. I've got a computer that's half open there and some Lucasade balls.
Every time Jamie's in this house, your house insurance becomes invalid because the fucking
I am the most valuable person.
It's actually funny you say that because when we were getting house insurance for this place, it actually the house insurance that we got offered first offered us like there was a cut-off point. We had so little to the cut-off point for house insurance we didn't even make it.
It's £300, I'm afraid. That's the entire value of the contents in this place.
Well, I'm sure it's at least 400.
It's 400 when that is. 1.4 when I'm in. Minimum.
Fuck off.
Right, so Ben, did you have a large family growing up?
I would say so. There's a fair few. There's a funny story about large family growing up. I recently discovered I had a cousin that I didn't know about.
Ben, literally everyone's your cousin. We've been over this.
Yes, I know, but this person I didn't know, and she stays in Ireland, and she was over just at January, maybe New Year, just for a couple of.
You see, discovered because you never knew her. Was that because you'd never met her before?
Or like,
did
just
nobody
not
know?
heard.
No,
Did nobody know?
my uncle had a child that we didn't all know about because it was after him and his wife split up. He went with this other woman and had a child with her, and then the rest is history. But we didn't know her because her mum and her moved back over to Ireland, and we didn't know her until this point. I think my mum, my grandma, and obviously my uncle knew about it, but we recently all met her, which was good fun. So yeah, literally everyone is my cousin. I've got ones that span continents. Canada is the furthest
I
away.
can quite happily say I am not one of them.
Fuck off. Wish you could be my cousin.
Absolutely not.
I'm with Jamie, this one I am also mad.
Exactly.
You're Fergus's cousin though. So.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
What's worse?
Can you give me one of yours and I'll give you Fergus?
Nah, I'm alright.
That was a low blow.
I mean, come on, man, I never insult you that much.
No, I'm sorry.
It's fine, he's like,
apologise
he's
for
a
that.
black sheep that, you know, we like to forget about.
Well, it's easy because he's up in Dundee just now, isn't he?
Yeah,
I might not know the number or the address. Are you still up by now?
Are we still doing this?
I'll circle back for a minute, right? It's
Off the
that is a
professional
bannock
stuff.
way, isn't it?
Aye, it's in
It
there.
should,
onions.
should by me, aye.
Aye.
Yeah.
Well, it's a wee bit past you. It's sort of past
No,
the
it's-
videos where it used to be the videos.
Aye.
Yeah. The good old days when you
The
can
good old
edit
days at the
videos.
video drive-in and Motat.
No, because I know where you are. I know exactly where you are now, think about it, right? I'm not going to mention any addresses.
Blue Park.
By Melton Terrace, aye.
Maybe.
It's a lovely
That's
area.
the street up, isn't it?
Aye.
Aye.
It's a lovely area.
Aye, the windows on the car have only been planned in the twice.
Have they actually? Only
Genuinely.
twice.
It's a debatable place, to be honest.
It's a bit... A wee tad sketchy.
Thing is, if you go round the corner, you hit Clark Street, you're fucked.
Aye.
You know what I mean? That's true, you then Hill Park territory.
It's like the...
Hill Park's the NDA basically.
My street's like the border between Hill Park and St Ninians. It's like living on the edge of Ukraine and Russia.
It's a lovely place to
It's
live.
just joyous area. Somebody's been murdered in the house. 3 different people, 3 different times.
But
Not
in your
connected.
house.
Not in my house.
I was about to
Not
say.
connected in any way, shape or form. It's just round the street, like literally round Blue Park.
And
Come
please Scotland, if you are listening, here's your number one suspect.
It's alright, I don't know who the fuck any of them were. I just remember somebody getting
You didn't
their
even
throats
know.
cut.
Have you always lived there?
No, I lived like literally 3 minutes away in the Glasgow Road in a flat there for a year and a half.
That
2
must have
years
been
maybe.
years ago, surely no.
Aye, it was when I was like 1 and 2.
Alright, and then you live.
I've just noticed the fucking Wi-Fi.
It's not you, don't worry. For those of you that can't, I won't
That
flip
just
it
caught my
around.
eye. I was like, what the fuck? I'm not even here.
I pre-planned that for you, come on.
I won't flip it around because I don't want me cunts connected to my Wi-Fi, but basically, our Wi-Fi, we have another friend who's previously been on this podcast, Ben, who, let's just say,
It's-
something to do with his mom. Let's just...
It's inferior to me. I am the one.
Well, I mean,
Ben.
well, do you know what? We're going to find out who the better Ben is later, aren't we? To be fair. Yeah, there's games to play later.
Oh,
Mate.
I'm worried.
But we're going. So back to where you live. So, like, have you lived in the current house? Then you've been in for most of your life. Then now after
I
that.
lived there for about 17 years.
So what's the joy? Who lives there then with you now?
My mum and her fiance, Mark. It's good
So
fun. He buys like all the shopping, so I don't have to buy anything. It's great.
You still have to pay digs.
Da fuck.
No.
I'm a poor student. I don't have to pay anything.
I'm a pure student.
I was just waiting for that. It's like, what the fuck, Owen?
Yeah, there's more than one pure student at this table. Here, come on, I made the big step up. I'm the big boy. I'm like you.
No, I fucking wish I could move it.
Really? Think about that for 2 seconds.
No, I do. I prefer the things on mine, trust me.
The pay bills and that.
Aye.
There's certain things, like, see when you move out, you're going to realise there's many,
I'm not
many
moving
benefits.
out. I'm not.
You wait till your mom dies.
Does your mum know about this?
Oh, she's fully aware. Fully aware.
Just no
She's
happy
going to have
with
to
it.
suffer with you forever. So, like, although we have said you do have a big family in terms of cousins, what's it like then being in a household where it's just yourself and then going on into like meeting big family sort of events and stuff like that? Was it first anyway like a big culture shock, or are you just used to it now?
No, I tell you, the mental thing was meeting Megan's family. She's got a huge family, honestly. I think there was about
Are you just
3 or 4 family events, and I shit you not, there was not the same 2 people that were there. It was different folk I met every time, and I've still not met all of
if
them.
you still have about 10 kids, you're doing the family a disservice.
That's at least 5. It needs to be at least 5.
Yeah, that's the minimum effort.
That's the only
Gilmour's.
acceptable limit, otherwise we get disowned.
Yeah, and usually they used to have about 40 cousins, otherwise it's not a true Gilmour.
They need brothers and sisters.
So what other dodgy things then have you seen up by your way then, apart from your windows being caved in? Is it your car or is it still your shared car?
It's my mum's car. Shared car, don't tell her that. It's her car.
Sorry.
You still driving that?
Aye.
You have to suffer.
Is it still it's still cost, isn't it?
She's wanting to get a new one soon, and I'm buzzing because I'm hoping she lets me pick it. Aye, see that VXR sitting over there? That's the one you want. It's like 17, 18 grand then. That's the one you want, but...
All these other cars.
Low emissions? No, low emissions.
Low emissions. Cheap road tax. Expensive fucking engine.
You need a fuel card with at least 12 grand on it.
Aye, so have you seen anything else worse? Would you compare it as bad to like Rat Block or that?
Oh fuck no. I'd much prefer to stay where I stay than the Rat Block. Fuck that.
Really?
Oh aye.
No, I don't think you realise how nice that look is.
Aye,
All I'm going to say though is, right,
yeah.
David that I work with, he grew up in the Rat Block, right?
Aye.
See the stories that he tells me now compared to the ones I've heard now, never near the same.
Oh yeah, no, I mean,
Rat Block
remember
is...
what Joe was telling us about it in the 90s.
It's tame compared to what it used to be. Like,
The Rat Block is regarded as a decent place to still want to stay these days.
Nah, it's not.
Oh,
Drip Road is not the other side.
See when...
No, would I fuck stay the other side?
See our parents' generation, that was when the Rat Block was really fucked up.
Oh, I fucking 100%, aye.
Nah. I still mind
When Max Haney was still...
And when I was in high school, like that was the one place I was banned from was the Rat Block.
What's that little dark area over there? That's the Rat Block. You don't ever go there.
That's a fucking
Stay away.
meme and shit.
Stay away from there.
Just speaking of weird oddities and stuff, has anyone seen the Brayhead Witch recently?
No, I've seen her in months now.
She's still alive.
I mean,
Let's be
truly honest.
I saw her on her Facebook. You see the...
She got Facebook?
No, in somebody's video in the barbers.
Alright.
And they got a bunch. I'm not going to say which one it was because bad press. But you can, as if millions of, like everyone in Stirling's going to see this video.
Here, listen, we get about 50 views on average now.
It's not bad.
Most of them from Mexico, you're absolutely
What fucking
Genuinely, Mexico's our second highest viewed country.
We're probably most of them now.
Yep, bye.
We love you, really. Fuck Trump.
No, but she was in the barbers and they ended up getting slated for getting bullied and all, or for bullying her. And I walked past it every day. Honest to God, the place is dead now. I think everyone's boycotted it because of that.
Because of bullying the Brayhead Witch? What were they saying to her?
I didn't watch a video with any sound on or anything like that. I just seen it and then a bunch of folks sharing it saying this is sick as fuck and stuff like that.
Because
She was just asked for 5.
Because she's
Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Aye, because she's no being mean to the woman, but she's clearly no awe there.
Yeah.
Whatever issues she's got in her life, she's no awe there, and it's a wee shame. But it doesn't mean you need to sit and slag fuck out, you know.
No, but it depends with the young. Do you know what I mean? Cause
No, it was a boys own show.
Oh, that's brutal. But in general, like if you're young, you don't know what you're saying. You don't know the consequences behind it.
Yeah, plus as well, I suppose the only thing you might want to say is like did they actually specifically say it was a braided witch? And
Nah, but everyone knew who it was. Because she's like a public figure in a way.
Yeah, she's taken over from Mags as the sort of cult hero around the
she's
area.
pretty famous, like.
Fuck knows. I wonder how you become like a fucking cult following like that.
I know. How does everyone know you?
How does everyone ken the random Jakey into?
Aye.
Why did you have to get it to that point? My mum was telling me there was, because she grew up in Alloa, there was one that used to cut about Alloa, and I can't remember his name now off the top of my head, but he used to apparently go up to like any lasses that were sort of like just after the consensual age, sort of like 40, and used to say that they used to have dirty knickers. And that was all he used to. He just used to like.
Just say that and walk away.
No, he used to like scream it from across the road at like folk, and then just run up.
Knickers.
And then and then just run away. And that was all he did.
Aye, that's a quality joke. But
What?
That's straight up.
No, he wasn't on there. I've seen videos of that. He is not on there.
No, that's a bit mental. Like.
Right, sorry, we're sort of going off topic then. So,
What was the topic?
good news. We're professionals. It's been a wee while since we've done this one, I guess. We're getting back into this one of the things. So, what was school like for you? Where did you go to primary school?
Primary school, I went to Allan's primary school at the top of the town.
Poor you.
It was. Not gonna lie, it was a decently posh school, but it had its fair mix of Jakeys there, like.
Good.
There was exactly. No, there was a fair few folk that came from there that you would avoid nowadays, like.
That's fair.
Like yourself.
Aye, obviously.
We won't mention names.
Gilmour.
He's the worst. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So, what was...
Ian right here, why did you go to Allan's?
Yeah, when you're
so many close to you.
You could have gone to St Ninians.
You could have went to Bolstone.
Because my parents and my grandparents seem to have this mad misconception that they are posh. And they didn't want me going to Bolstone or to St Ninians.
Fuck off! What is wrong with St Ninians?
They just didn't want me
Wait,
going
what
there.
did you go to again?
Bolstone.
Ah, you went to Bolstone.
50 years. That was standing.
And look at the state of you!
I can't believe you should said that on the camera.
The abuse we
Who
suffered.
came out better out of this? In fact, I'll give you that one.
Exactly.
It's one with the car, the money, and the 2 phones.
Fuck off. What time is that there? Oh, aye. Not bad.
I'll have all that next year.
Yeah, no, St Ninians wasn't a bad school.
I don't know, my mum just didn't want me going there.
That's fair.
I mean,
no idea why.
St Ninians is a weird one because it should be the worst one in the whole of the Stirling catchment area, but for some reason, at least for my year as well, it just wasn't.
I was supposed to go to Bannockburn High, you know.
Yeah, you dodged a bullet there.
Yeah.
You dodged
I know, probably, literally.
Yeah.
that would have been a Syrian.
I know.
Do you ever hear about the boy there that that went around with like a kitchen knife just one lunchtime because someone pissed them off, so he thought, right now I'm going to stab some cunt. That's the average.
That was like the pecking order of schools. It was like Beaconhurst and Alva Academy and that. Then there was St Moden's. Then there was Stirling High, and right at the very bottom of the pile was Bannockburn. Other than that,
Wallace and shit
Wallace,
like that.
Wallace.
Wallace is a strange one for me.
If you get kicked out of Wallace, you're just going to Court and Vale, like.
Wallace is a strange one for me because, like, see the actual area surrounding it. It's pretty nice. You can't.
Pretty much, right?
So how come all the
Bridge of Allan, Causeway Head.
Causeway Head on one side, Bridge of Allan on the other.
Yeah, no, so like, how come all the wee neddy fucks end up at Wallace instead of Stirling? It doesn't make any sense. They should have been at our school and we should have been at their school.
Aye, we should have been the nice posh ones.
Speak for yourself, you went to Allan's, you poof.
Fuck.
Right, so what was primary like then for you?
Yeah, it wasn't bad, can't mind much yet.
Who came up
Same
for
every
high
day.
school?
Huh?
Who came up for the Allans, were you?
Oh,
The most of them or the most of
aye,
them?
most of them came up. I think there was only a few that didn't. I think Stephen Campbell, don't know
I recognise that name.
Caitlin Innes.
Don't know who
They
that
were
is.
Lauren Robertson went to Denny.
Poor her. I don't know who she is, but
She
I thought
stayed
someone.
through at Denny, so I have no idea how she went to primary school with us. But No,
Wait,
it's
she
like
stayed
4
at-
months.
as well.
She stayed in Denny and came all the way through for.
primary school.
Yeah.
Imagine
Allan's is clearly a well-renowned.
Oh fuck
Posh
aye.
it's up the top of the tin. That's why I think folk think
By
it's
that I
posh.
mean really old.
Yeah.
But no, the majority of folk came up with us. I was in a class with absolutely nobody that I knew though.
Well, and then you met us. So I mean, who knows if that's
the
the
light
best.
of my life.
What can we
You're
say?
welcome.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
welcome.
We are.
We were in the
business.
we were in the same form class.
Excuse you.
So were you.
So that's
You
fucking brutal.
absolute,
Fucking
shit.
brutal.
what an
So you
absolute
are.
dickhead. I'm senior in a year, but this is how you see
Fucking
Sorry, I
brutal.
totally forgot about that. If I'm honest with you, I was going through who was in first because the first person that I talked to was Jack, and then I think the second person was like Martin, David, you. I can't. When did we start talking that year? It was a. It wasn't straight away.
To be
was
fair,
it?
you were a bit. You were a bit.
Poof.
Fuck, I mean, I was going for that. I was going outside though. You know. I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
going-
whatever about all our
I was
other
gonna say,
other guests are nice to us, right? You're being a
You
dickhead.
knew what you were getting in for when you signed me up to this.
I mean, all I'm
I
going
mean,
to
it's
say.
him technically, but
I mean, I initiated the process. You were the one invited
So
him.
it's your fault.
yeah, true. What you say?
However, you were a bit of an outsider to begin with, and then you started talking to us.
Oh, I mean,
Is Outsider better than Poof?
Well, well,
yeah.
Fucking we're a fucking
Well,
outcast.
No, I don't think that's fair. I think the thing with me though in high school was that I spent time with like loads of different folks. I'd have like extra and Lewis and all that, and then I was with
everyone.
and then I was friends with like you, and then I was friends with like Jamie, Jack, Martin, David, not as much, but
Who was all in there for?
oh, there's a power of cunts.
I reckon I could
Was it
actually
James?
name everyone if you give
It
me.
was actually a pretty good form
And the
class.
seating order as
Right,
well.
so we've got me.
Wait, actually, we did this on the podcast because we had James on before this, and obviously
Oh,
he was
did
on.
you?
Yeah, so
No,
we, I think we
right,
named-
aye.
we never done a full table. I mean, I think we just done a few. No, we
'Cause-
never.
I think I can name full table.
Us three.
Oh, the back table did.
Yeah, aye,
the
back
full
table.
table were a bunch of wankers, so I
Yeah,
couldn't
no,
name them.
Aye, the back table was.
I mean, in order,
was
it was
us.
me, then Martin,
Yeah,
Aye,
and then it was David.
yeah.
You'll sit there. No, wait, Jack.
Jack.
Jack, then me.
Dick, me, Ewan
Aye.
Reynolds, James, Ewan Littman.
That was it. Aye. Who was the front bench again? That was
That's all
Lass's,
asses, yeah. That,
remember-
that just happened on the first day.
Alison was, Pippa was, Ruth was,
Amy,
Fergus,
Chloe,
Natalie, Chloe,
and
Chloe,
and
Gemma, Trisha.
Gemma,
Trisha.
Trisha.
Who was in the
I
left
must-
hand side
I
of the
must-
bench?
Wait, Natalie?
Natalie
I
Gardner.
said Natalie.
Is that everyone? Have we named everyone?
That's only 8.
What was it?
Is that
two
right?
left?
2 either side, 2,
4.
2, so there was 10, so we're missing 2.
We're missing 2. Yeah.
2 we're missing.
They're not good enough to be remembered. Fuck them.
It's fine, they'll be watching this and just look those.
Was there anybody in the front
bastards.
desk? No.
Huh?
No, all ours were at the back, I'm sure.
Yeah, we were all
We're
at the back.
missing
All the guys
somebody.
were at the back.
Who are we missing? Because Chloe and Gemma were.
Gary McFarlane.
Gary McFarlane,
Was he
aye.
in the back bench?
Yeah.
I was in the back bench.
Yeah, he was always back.
Shannon.
Shannon.
That's who it was.
They go
Shannon.
they go both in hand.
Twins.
That's it. Yeah.
Gary's getting huge now, you seen him?
Oh no, like
Not Gary, he was.
yeah, no, he's been
To be
huge for a
fair,
while.
bit odd, but he sent me a few pictures the other day. Aye, bit odd.
What?
Bit odd, but
Should we bring on the podcast a question?
absolutely not. He was losing. He's losing it because he's not going as much because he's very work.
Aye, because the thing is, when you get that defined and that toned and that big, it takes extra time to even maintain
he
it.
is.
Like, for the perfect example is The Rock, he has to train for like 3 hours a day to fucking maintain that shit.
Exactly. That's
So-
not even gaining.
Aye,
just
that's gaining
maintaining.
nothing, that's keeping what he's got.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's no, but
He needs to work on his legs.
I've
Or he's a wee fucking short ass.
I've never
That's why he wears joggies.
I've never
Huge arm, skinny leg.
Gary's so fuck like because like I went primary as well with Gary and him and Shannon were always cross country and for the first half of high school as well cross country nothing
That's
else
it.
like
He was like
runner,
wee short
fit.
ass. Like we want to.
and then fucking hell he got hench as fuck for some reason out of nowhere.
I know. I know. Fair play on that. Fair play.
I see Shannon sometimes in the morning.
Right,
Get to
yeah.
Glasgow.
Well, no, I don't see her that often, but I see her a fair amount. She messaged me the other day, got a problem with her phone. I seem to get it all the time.
It's almost as if you advertise it a lot on a
Whenever
podcast.
she's got a problem, I get a Snapchat for her. It's a generalised one that says any.
So, how would you? So, moving on then, how would you compare how would you say your overall high school experience was? Because obviously that's where we all first met then.
In terms of meeting folk, it was spectacular. Like, I was pals with practically everyone at high school. Like, there wasn't anybody I wouldn't talk to. But a shite environment to learning.
I'd say one. Still to this day, I don't think you talk to him at all.
No, probably not. I think I know who you're going to say.
Tell you later, because it's a wee bit, it's a touchy subject and that.
Oh,
Starts with a fucking G.
Absolutely not, no.
No?
No, we're in.
Oh right, I was thinking. I was thinking of what he was thinking.
Male, female.
No, I'm talking male. Who are you talking?
Does yours begin with a D?
Aye.
Yeah, right.
Alright, aye.
I thought he was talking about Jay though at first.
Yeah, that was what I thought he was.
What Jay were talking about here?
Who was the person in our form class? Don't say it out loud as well after we've just done this.
He'll fucking shout out.
I've absolutely.
Who's your best wee mate growing up in high school?
Do you know it? Wait.
The guy that I met in the first day.
In our form class, your
I
wee
thought that
best
was
mate
who you were
who
meaning
you
I had
hung
to
around
talk to.
with all the time.
Actually, that's even a lie. I did speak to him recently.
Did you not like him, like?
No, after a point.
I never
Had
heard
that
of
massive argument. No.
Yeah.
Well, not as if you were fucking there or anything.
I wasn't even in that
What
group,
was
but
that?
I knew about that.
regarding?
Funny.
What was that regarding? I don't know.
I can't mind. Jamie, this was like second year.
Was this long ago as that?
Aye.
You said a
I
massive.
thought that was in fourth year or
No, it
something.
wasn't fuck. It was like second, third year.
Was it? Oh, jeez. No, I can't be saying.
I'm right with
I
these
know it
ones.
was because. Aye. Because I've been pals with James for about as long as that.
Wait,
Oh,
I
so James
knew
used to
I
function.
knew you said a massive argument. But what was it regarding?
I'll tell you later.
Right. Better. Fucking swear to that.
I'll explain it before we leave.
Because I'm fucking itching here.
Right, hold on.
Liam, pause that fucking camera.
Right, so I mean, in terms of the Jaba talking about, why am I saying it like this? In terms of the Jaba talking about here, that was a one-off, right?
Right.
But the D, it was, that sounds so wrong. The D was,
was a sustained fuckery.
that was right through, wasn't it? There was maybe,
No, I wasn't really, like, I didn't get along with him
aye,
that much to begin
that's what I mean,
with.
I'd say you didn't like him.
Nah, not really.
No. And still to this day you don't like him.
No.
So,
Did you say you hold grudges quite badly though?
I don't hold a grudge, I just got no reason to like him.
Fair enough. Do you think
Basically,
now
reason
because
to
it's been
dislike
2 years you just don't
you
care?
got reason to dislike him.
I've got plenty of reason to dislike him, but life's too short to hold grudges. I don't still hate him, so like I don't sit and get angry when I hear someone say his name or something like that. But
Like he there, like a bitch and then you move on.
yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna sit and get fuming every time I hear his name because it's fucking pointless.
But in
With
general,
that,
you were friends with most people in high school.
would you say though that had a negative effect on your group? Because obviously all you still hung about together during high school times at least. Like during lunch.
No,
and
I think
break and all that.
we were alright. I think you didn't really talk to each other much.
Nah, me and Dee didn't talk that much.
He's had the odd that banter with each other.
At all.
He's had the odd that banter with each other.
Me and Jay stopped, but we still talked occasionally after that. Obviously, us two were fine.
Aye.
James.
We were
obviously joined the group,
alright
he was-
all the way through.
Eh.
I was alright with most
Yes.
people. The elite,
What was the thing that hammed up top one time? Mind you were going for
Oh.
so one day that I didn't go and
Aye,
Dee had said something to you.
Aye, I put him. No. He kicked the. He tried to kick the pot noodle out of my hand. You know
Aye,
what I mean?
did you know shove him into a car? or
I'm in the
something
car,
like
aye.
that, and then went and broke your fist on a lamppost.
Aye.
Or the time he spun round that.
I forgot about it.
Cracked himself in the nuts on the banister.
Aye.
That was.
I forgot about those
funny
stories.
What I will say is,
I'm pretty sure I slid down that hill when it was icy. Fucked it on the last step. Went straight
Potentially,
to my
aye.
arse.
what I will say is, the person who least spoke to Dee beyond you was me,
Aye.
and you speak to him the most.
Aye.
You know what I mean? How times change.
It's mental.
But funny as shit happened up the top. On the way up and down.
Oh man, that was some of the best times. I fucking mind Martin doing his micro-noodle thing that he used to say. You mind that?
No. Memory is shite, clearly.
Like,
I thought my memory was good.
Aye, he was funny as fuck, but...
Oh man, was I? He had the humour.
Aye, it was when he was in class. Oh, were you... You were in my woodwork class, weren't you?
Yeah.
Were you in woodwork with Mr. Short?
Fucking Mr. Short.
Who was it that pissed him off? It was Blair, wasn't it? Where he just shouted, "Get out now!"
Aye, Blair.
Went all Arnie on his ass. Honestly, I think Blair just tried to piss him off.
Aye.
But it was funny as anything. Like with our home ec teacher. What was her
Miss
name?
Manzoor.
No, the other one.
Oh, when you
Miss
went to
Miss
that.
Thompson.
That's a gravy.
They constantly tried to piss her off.
Aye.
It was funny as fuck.
Home ec was a good thing.
He just sat there laughing.
It was a good period, that.
Good use of your time now, isn't it, lads?
Do you mind when you used to burn? Do you mind when? I don't know if this was first year when we were in it.
I mean, we've had last time we had a lot of talks with James about his fuck up.
That's the one when James burnt somebody else's pizza.
Yeah, we literally talked about that.
Shard it to a fucking crisp in that oven.
I was his fucking partner. I had to deal with that shit.
I was across the table like.
When James Letford lit his recipe on fire because he left it in the hob.
Oh fucking hell.
Was it laminated or was it paper?
No, it was just paper. It was funny as fuck. It just, this corner of it was just singed. That was funny as fuck.
Great times.
Oh man, I love Tomek because we fucked up so bad.
Oh aye.
So what was your favourite period then going through high school?
Ooh. Well, not going to be fucking English, is it? To be honest with you,
fifth year English, that was good fun, wasn't it?
Oh, Jesus, don't even. To be honest with you, woodwork and hospitality were my two favourites. Like there was just some amount of banter. Right. It never stopped. It was funny.
The rest of it was shite, those classes. Tell you what, I will never ever get a better maths class. Well, obviously I'm never going back to school, but
I would laugh. Can we do that as a video for like one video? You go back to Stirling High and have to do like a day's learning. That would be absolute class.
That would be
we've just gone around filming at him like trying working figurines out and just sit in class for a full day.
Sitting in a first year maths class. What the fuck is this?
See, because I've got life skills now, I can be fine. Right, but what I will say is,
you'd be too bored. You wouldn't last a full day.
I couldn't have had a better maths class. You're absolutely right, what you said. We played cards all day. In maths, we played cards.
Oh fuck! I mind that. You said Mr. Clark, didn't you?
What a guy.
I can mind we never turned homework in one time. And the head of the department, what was his name?
Oh fucking.
You can't know who I'm talking about.
Oh, I know exactly.
The old guy.
No. The slightly newer one.
Oh, Downey.
That's the one.
Mind
you, was a people support prick as well.
I never handed in a past paper that we'd been given as homework one time, and he says to us, if you don't do this homework, I'll take you off the course because I'm not flushing my teacher rating down the toilet because you don't want to pass. I was like, that's not what this was fucking about. I thought I was here to learn, not protect your bastard and ratings. I don't care about your statistics.
You're not a number to him. A fucking number.
Number on a sheet of paper.
Do you ever think about that though? Like, how long from... Like, do you ever, like, I mean, I know, like, you've got maybe, you stuck in the head for the teachers the wrong way, right, but for you and me, they were generally, overall, I'm not saying all the time, but generally well behaved.
What the fuck you trying to say?
You're
a shite pupil.
You're the definition of problem student.
Aye. That was all that was written on your sheets.
Aye.
Don't get me wrong.
I think we're those ones that were in between where we weren't bad enough to get recognised, but we weren't good enough to get recognised either. I think we're those ones that fall through the gaps where we would go and see our teachers and go, "Do you remember me?" And they go, "Who are you again?"
I think there's I
remember the ones that are the high flyers that then go on to uni at like fucking St Andrews. And they remember the ones that go to
teachers.
They go to uni at Barlinnie. But they didn't remember the ones in the middle. They just sort of slipped through the cracks.
Nah, because It's
Yeah,
funny,
big
my
news
primary,
children.
my primary, I still see my primary 5 teacher occasionally, and she still recognises me to this day. Yeah, I know.
I think I've
And there's
changed
only,
it.
there's only.
Changed the hair,
I know
changed
you.
the facial
I know
structure.
you've actually not got a fucking one all over now.
Specky now.
I don't know.
I still serve I still serve teachers in our shop, right?
How often do they recognise you?
What is that?
Really?
Oh, I mean, it's not really difficult. I was the bane of their life.
Also, he has.
You've
Also,
looked pretty much the same since.
he's got more of a hairstyle, but that's about it since high school.
Is that what you call that?
No, it's,
That's a bit more.
I'm
that's
slagging here. Mine's is a fucking.
that's
mess today.
5 days. No, 5 days.
5
That's-
days of bed rest.
That's 5 weeks overdue. Is what that is. What I will say is, I have had, for example, fuck's her name, Miss McCabe, English teacher.
Aye.
Right, you know, when we were out here and that came in. Now, my English was good. I actually enjoyed English, right, to a certain extent. See, when I had to do work, it was shite. But
I liked it when we watched the movies.
exactly.
That was
So
That was the good
she
part.
came in.
Would you say you get that English though?
Would I say I was?
Aye.
Oh, absolutely not. No.
I was shy English, not even.
I was good
Ah, you made
at
that.
woodwork. That was about it.
I made him just.
I was good at woodwork. That was about it. No, I was trying to say I was alright at home, mate. But
You
however,
were pretty
No,
decent,
no,
mate.
no.
You didn't fuck up that many things.
no.
You're not James.
Everyone fucked up at home ec
No
at least
one's-
once.
Well, that's
no one-
it.
You came
no
out with your
one's
teeth
James.
still.
Named James.
You came out with like your pastry still liquid.
James is literally the
Well,
worst. The
What
worst
else
chef
is-
ever in existence.
Miss McCabe came in. Jamie, how you doing? Can't believe you're wanting here. How you getting on? How's life? Well,
That's
okay,
nice.
yeah. Ah, yeah, of course.
Oh, that's right.
However, she mentioned one thing. I thought, oh shit, oh, she remembers. How's Jack that day? You fucking remember? So we went on, we spoke for a bit. Right? Swear to God, very same day, guess who comes in? Miss
Jack.
Mc- No, Mally.
Oh.
Oh,
Sorry,
no,
But one, there was
no,
3 of them.
no. If it was the
She was a
fucking like
triplet, wasn't she?
No,
Was that?
no,
was
that
twin?
twins.
Twin.
Was it? I thought it was triplet.
no,
No, twins.
no. She's right. It was triplets, but 2 of them went to school. One of them didn't.
No, I'm pretty sure only one of them no work at school, no.
I thought 2.
No, it was the Withy sisters.
Oh,
Aye,
sorry,
that's
I'm
right,
getting
aye.
confused.
Miss Mally, she was a triplet. She
Aye.
was one of 3.
2 of them didn't work at the school.
No,
One of
that's-
them did.
But
Oh,
the
no,
two-
she's
the
a-
2 Withy sisters did.
She's a fucking that Miss Mally. I fucking hate her. so
Mally
much.
came in. Right, head of science.
Aye.
I couldn't remember, right?
Fucking hate her.
So I knew who she was, I recognised
She's
her.
a boss like of a teacher for fun. Remember we had her for fun? She stopped coining, slap, she stopped all the good games that we used to have.
Coiny. Oh man! Well, that was a funny story, Jamie. Oh shite, the camera wasn't rolling.
Oh no, what a shame. That was a
This will
bit-
have to remain a mystery, I'm afraid.
I know. All we're going to say is, nah, we're not. Actually, no, I was
All
thinking
we're going to say
coin
is that
it
was
up.
the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life, and you'll regret no hearing it. Like,
Seems fair. So obviously getting through high school,
most
obviously.
difficult.
Would you say you struggled?
I wouldn't say I struggled in class. I struggled with the exams because my memory is shit.
Because I was going to say, I always thought of you as like quite a bright kid anyway. So.
I was never bad in class. Like, see when we did like the end of unit assessments and things like that, I was getting like, in terms of
This
that,
when I was there?
aye.
Really?
Aye. In terms of unit assessments, if it was just that, I'd probably have been a straight A student because I did well in the unit assessments. But see when it came to studying for an exam, shit
Hopeless.
just went out the window.
Did I do this? Did I do any of these?
I don't know.
In assessments? No,
Probably.
it
Have
must
you
have.
got a
No,
qualification?
you got a qualification, so you must have done at least 3. Because you need 3 for each like
I got a
class.
qualification for English, Maths and woodwork.
Aye, well you'll
Did
have
you?
it for
Wait, what
English
qualifications did you get for English and maths?
The grade one, like, but it was...
So like Nat 3 or something?
Aye, the way
No, no, it's
No,
like
no,
for
no,
like Nat
Nat
5
5.
onwards.
I got that 5,
Oh, did you get right? Okay, sorry. Then you would
Why
have
did
got
you sound
those.
so surprised, Leo?
I know.
Because I thought you told me you had one qualification
Why
to
cheeky
once.
bastard, eh?
One that I was sure about, which was
Yeah.
my... You know the one, is it... I don't know if it's higher
Higher,
in
yeah.
woodwork.
Yeah, that's higher.
No, wasn't it?
Was it?
Woodwork was not 5.
No, was it no in 1? Well, I didn't 2. Or is that what it called?
No, we start higher. So
Bear in mind, I done...
Woodwork was
I
not
done
5.
I done a separate lesson for you as well in woodwork.
Did you?
Beyond...
Right.
used because I got kicked out of it all.
Yeah.
Do you mind the mirrors we made?
Yeah.
They were shit hot.
Still my loft, by the way.
Mine's probably still there, no?
Aye.
I don't think we
What is
ever. I
this?
don't think we ever got the mirrors fitted to them.
No, we never know. That's
It's just the frame,
Aye.
the frame, the base, and the drawer.
Right, that was it.
The important parts.
Yeah, the important parts of a fucking mirror.
Aye. Without the actual part.
Without that
It's
reflective
one of
bit.
those.
Without that reflective bit.
It's one of them see-through mirrors.
No, without that reflective bit that you see yourself in. What's that called again? That's it. The mirror.
Aye.
The important part.
Aye.
So, how did you do then come exam time?
Shite. Nah, exams.
F4 test 6.
Nat 5s weren't bad. I didn't get any A's in like an intellectual subject. I got A's in woodwork and home ec, and then like
Put yourself down, those intellectual subjects.
That's a shit I get anyway.
Maths and English and fucking chemistry and physics and shit like that were all B's and C's. Hires I didn't do much better. The first year of hires I got a C in computing, C in chemistry.
Second year in computer, I'm not gonna
So did I. I got. I was raging come
I'm very
6th year
surprised.
computing. See, 6th year computing, I was fucking livid.
I'm very
Because I had
surprised.
like 60 or 70 in my
Yeah,
the coursework
Oh, the
stuff.
coursework.
No, I had 63 out of 70. And
Is
I
this in
needed
5th year or 6th year?
6th year, and I needed to get like 30%.
Do you not
to get,
remember why?
I had to get like 30% to get a C, and still only managed to get a fucking B. I was like, how did I not get an A? Did the same last year at college in the HNC. I only got a B in my HNC in college. I was like, how?
See,
This is all I'm good at.
Do you remember when I was at higher computing and section when I had to get 93% the final exam to get an A?
What did you have, like fucking 1 mark in your coursework?
I can't remember if I've talked over. Have I talked over the podcast about my computing?
Aye, briefly.
Yeah, basically, kids, don't cheat or don't give someone else that's trying to help you. Well, okay, Joe, I'm just going to explain it because it's.
Don't give anyone your code.
Yeah, basically, it's the thing. Basically, I was struggling a lot.
That still rings prevalent.
You have to be honest though, right? I was getting a wee bit shaft. I wasn't getting I know no one was getting help, but I was specifically struggling the most, and I asked for lots of help, and I wasn't getting any. So at that point, they should have either kicked me off or given me the help. I don't care which one they would have done, but I wish they gave me one of the two.
Aye.
Anyway, I was really good at Nat 5 computing. I got an A. And then I went to 6. I also went to higher thinking, I can at least get a B.
B in Nat 5 computing.
Yeah, I know. So I
The
went,
shit that I'm good at, I only get B's in.
So I went to higher computing thinking, right, okay, you know what, I can get a B out of it. If I get a B out of this, I'm guaranteed uni. That's fine. I only need the B. And then immediately I fucking struggled. It was so much of a step up from that 5. I couldn't handle it.
Oh man, you would not cope at college, dude.
Oh no, I knew I was fucked come
Oh
6 year.
Jesus. See Coral Shield, that's a walk in the fucking park
bastard.
compared to the project that I'm doing just now. Jesus Christ.
Well, the thing is, Ben, right? This is the first time I've heard about you getting a B in computer.
Oh God.
Right?
I wish we'd never seen it.
Not once did I expect that, right? I'll tell you for why.
Neither did I.
Before you were here, I scrolled briefly up our chat, right?
Oh Jesus.
To find me sending you a picture of a computer and asking your opinion, how much it's worth, these sort of things. For why? I thought, man knows his computers.
Yeah.
B. Could have went to him.
No.
Look at that in the corner.
No, it's fine. It's actually been fixed, yeah, now. It's all good. It's all running fine.
Alright, but look at that there, right? And I've now got a £1,200 gaming laptop that's top of the
That's not £1,200, that's £450 and it runs fine. If anything, I've saved money from Jaba if you
Did
could.
you build it yourself?
Did I fuck? It's too difficult to build a laptop. PCs are easy. I've built like 10 of them.
Oh, is it a laptop you said, Jen? Sorry, I thought you said PC.
No, I will also be honest. If you have computer problems, go to Ben, not me. Computing in school doesn't really
I mean,
teach
I
you.
asked around and you never bothered his ass.
Oh.
Aye. There was a gaming PC I had ready to sell.
No, I did. Nobody wanted it.
Of course you would say that.
No, genuinely, I did. I asked, to be fair, at that point, I only knew 5 people that would want a gaming PC and nobody wanted it. Because I had the rain or I was...
What do you do in your gaming PC?
My gaming PC's sitting gathering dust and decreasing in value.
Right.
I'm
gaming
keep-
laptop, sorry.
My gaming laptop.
What do you actually do? What do you play?
I use it for college work. It's top of the line, so I play like everything on it. Is there anything that comes out? I bought Dark Souls 3 recently and play that on it. Runs perfectly, smooth as fuck. It's got a 1060 in it. Which is pretty sexy.
Computing terms doesn't go.
It's still got to be though.
Still, I could build a computer in the fucking dark, but still got a B in it.
Yeah. And the boy that really struggles to use his Windows gets an A. Just saying. But no, so anyway, briefly going back to it. So I was really struggling. It was actually about this time now, it was about March. We had to do one long final programme. I can't remember, it was fucking...
Coral Shield!
Yeah, I thought that.
Shite, but compared
Anyway, I literally spent, I'm genuinely going to guess, somewhere in the 60 to the 80 hour mark working on this. I couldn't get it to run, no matter what I did, no matter who I asked for help. So I went to my mate Struan, who kindly gave me part of his code. I put in mine, readjusted it so it'd actually work in with my code. It worked. I finally had a working bit of code. I'm like, yes, all's good. It might be the bare minimum pass, but it finally works. Then another mate of mine, Sam, comes up to me and says, Liam, he was like me, he was really struggling as well. He's like, Liam, I need help desperately. Please, can you give me some help? And I'm like, okay then. So I gave him my code. I'm like, remember though, like this is for a look. This is for a look, okay? I want you to look over this. Make sure it won't fit your code because what you've done is completely different to me. Change it, make it completely different. Because you're using this as a pointer. Don't actually take it for the full fucking thing. I didn't steal Struan's full code. What did Sam do? Copy and paste in my code.
Sam,
your full code.
Sam, you done.
I mind when me and Struan sat next to each other in computing in 5th or 6th year, I think, when Mr. Rogers took us.
Mr. Rogers, great guy.
And we sat next to each other and we were just writing up the code. We'd wrote a couple of pages, functions for a couple of buttons, I think. And he pulled us out to the front. He says, "Your two codes look strikingly similar." I was like, we're writing code for the same project. Our minds work in similar ways in terms of coding. The fuck do you expect?
I wish I thought of that excuse.
Visual Basic only has so many different variations of the word that you can use. It's not a particularly good language.
So yeah,
Basic. As it says, basic.
So basically, yeah, for the next 2 weeks, it was the worst period of my life at school. My dad stopped talking to me. My mum was very disappointed in me. The only person that actually forgave me in my family was my granny. She was the only one that took me in and talked to me.
You'll stand up.
I can trust the granny.
Yeah, so, and then basically, thankfully Sam got kicked off the course, but our teacher, bad teacher.
See me, you look at it now. You'd have done it for a shorty hot tub, right? You done it for a shorty hot tub.
I've been in the hot tub already. I'm messed up by that point. But yeah, no. Sam's got a hot tub. Ben, you wish your mates were like, don't you?
You know what he says, eh? Charters Hall, no? Back in the Pavilion.
Yeah.
Up by...
Back away?
Back in the Pavilion. Park, Big Miss Park, behind the King Bull. You know,
it's not too far.
On your way up to Swanee. Right, on the way up to Swanee.
Aye.
I used to spend a lot of time nearby his house or Wales. This is in primary school, but that maybe just after, maybe start of high school as well.
Is it same house like, no?
No, it's his
No. He makes a shit ton of money.
I knew that he was working at Prue.
He makes a shit ton of money, but not enough to live on his own.
Do you mean Prudential? Is that what you're doing at?
Prue.
Who the fuck can remember that?
A munter.
How dare you?
Has Sam got a phone sorted by chance? Just out of curiosity and that, you know. Has Sam got a phone?
Mine runs out in September.
Stop talking about fucking phones. We're not doing phones.
I'm definitely moving to 3, I can tell you that much.
Oh, I will help you with that, mate. Come with me, because there could be a discount in there for you.
I could do it.
Funny, I should say it because my phone runs out soon. So,
well, Biffy's coming with me.
But yeah, no, he's got a hot tub at the back of his.
Nice.
But yeah, no. So basically, kids, don't give your work to fucking morons who'll copy you straight away. If you're going to copy someone, do you know what? Look over their work.
If you've got any,
take information in. Do the rest of your work yourself. Don't fucking copy it.
The thing is, if you know somebody with the last name Littlejohn,
don't trust them.
You shouldn't even know the person anymore.
But yeah, no, genuinely,
fair,
that's the biggest regret of my life.
I did that with somebody's project recently, but to be honest with you, there was not really another way to write it. Like there wasn't anything that I could see to change.
Yeah. No, but
I changed all the comments, all the variable names, the page names, the function names, things like that. But so everything was different, but the structure looks strikingly similar.
No,
I doubt you'll notice.
but genuinely,
Still forgot to turn that in.
you're doing well. No, I have to be genuinely seriously. If nothing else gets taken from me from the podcast, genuinely don't copy.
Wait, we're supposed to be helpful and informative in this?
Not really, but I feel like occasionally we talk once about we do occasionally we do like every 3 podcasts we give one bit of good advice.
Yeah, definitely. Aye.
Every 3.
Don't eat yellow snow.
There's another bit.
Solid advice.
Yeah. So your results came. Not happy then, or?
I'd applied for games development at City of Glasgow College, and I was on the waiting list for that. And luckiest I've ever been in my life. There was no spaces left in that, so I was just sitting on the waiting list in case somebody pulled out last minute. And what happened was the course leader for software development took me off the waiting list for that and put me into software development.
Right.
And says basically your skills would be wasted in games development. She says if you do games development you can only do games development. She says if you do software development you can do anything. She says software development's much wider but much better than games development. She says if you do software development and decide you want to do games you can do that. But I got pulled off a list that I wasn't going to get in the course and got put into another course even after applying late, and that was the jammiest I've been in my life.
For the better though.
Oh aye, definitely.
Do you like it?
Oh, I love it. It's great, but it's a pain in the ass.
How would you say you are with like college? Because like I've had a great time at college. Like I've met like a lot of great mates and loved the times out.
Probably one of the best experiences of my life, other than having to get up at 6:30 in the morning.
That sounds unfortunate.
Yeah, because I need to get the bus into town to then get the train through to Glasgow.
Oh, you're still car sharing.
Aye.
Can you not get your Moscow for the trip?
It would be cheaper to get the train than.
Where is it you go, sorry? What college?
City of Glasgow College.
Oh, I makes sense, aye.
On Cathedral Street, right in the centre of Glasgow.
Oh, yeah,
About 30 quid to park for the day. So it's cheaper to get the train than it is. I probably couldn't afford to drive there and park every day that I was at college, but no, it's brilliant. I'm loving it. Best time I've ever had. Although the projects that we're working on just now are kicking my ass, because we're doing a shopping app, so you can buy clothes or you can buy footwear. But it's honestly, you look at it and think it's really basic.
To production?
No.
It's just for the college.
There was the opportunity that we had to do it, but none of us had the time because we were working for an exam. But for our graded unit we do have to develop a full piece of functional working software, and we can choose to publish it if we want to.
Make no profit off it though.
No, we'll probably make some money off it, because the thing is we've not spent anything on it. We've invested time,
a lot of time,
but we've not had to buy licenses for the software, we've not had to buy hardware.
Have you had any idea what it is you do?
We've got given a project that we have to do. Mine is a driving lesson booking website.
Okay.
So this company does them all by like just a journal just now in the calendar on the instructor's phone, because they're getting more instructors and end up having cross timetables and stuff like that. They want to have it online so that you can book it, and it's one enclosed piece of software. So I have to develop that. But the one that we're doing just now, it's an assessment for another class. It's the shopping one, and oh my god, it sounds simple. You have absolutely no idea how difficult it is.
I mean, trust me, I have absolutely no idea how difficult it is.
To get the piece of software to connect to the database, to add a new product, to edit the product, to delete them, to add an order, to add lines to that order with different items in them and different IDs, and oh Jesus Christ.
I remember doing all that, so I should just have to drag a line and like click it.
Fuck off. Do you want to try doing it? I've got it at home, you can try it if you want.
Actually, I'd be actually interested just for one day actually seeing how it
see what you do.
how different it is.
You would
if you
fold
said I could have
part time as well, by the way. Like, I think you would fold working part-time. Judging me
I've
by
done it before.
Aye, 21.
Hmm?
Yeah, 20 and 21.
Aye, 20, aye.
Aye, 20, aye, 21, same shit. That's folding jeans and selling them, you know what I mean? That's it's not difficult.
No.
But
I know, but that's the majority of the part-time job you're going to get. Like, yes, I know there's part-time jobs like yours, like a salesperson.
And there's ones like hellish that are mine.
but there's like like the majority of part-time jobs are like retail assistants where rather than actually having to sell the customer something, like yous have got sales quotas and all that stuff to meet, whereas if you're just customer advisor, customer assistant, you're standing about until a customer needs your help basically.
I suppose that makes sense.
I'm a customer advisor. I don't think I can't remember the last time I dealt with a customer.
Other than obviously applied for EE and I think I applied for PC World, that's the only two salesman positions that I applied for.
Are you desperately looking for a job?
I could really do with one because I kind of want to go on holiday in the summer.
Yeah, you're going to have to save a lot now.
No, I'm actually not bad. If I can save about £150 a month.
Wait, you not tell me this? You're not saving the last time you spoke to me.
Probably.
Where did you go on holiday? You've been on holiday.
Last year I went to Tenerife.
That's
It was fucking shit hot. Got sunburnt to fuck though. Came back
So you Megan that went,
Mm.
I would wholeheartedly recommend that, by the way. Go on holiday with your significant other, just the two of yous for a week. It is bliss. You also discover whether or not you could live with them, so it gives you a good gauge on how long the relationship
I mean, you
might
basically
last.
live with each other, don't you? Anyway, doesn't she stay with your mum's most of the time at the moment? Or is that, am I wrong in thinking that?
No, we stay together at the weekend and we see each other during the week, but we don't really stay together.
Ah, so that's really the test then, as if could you actually do it?
No, we could because we survived for that week alone. And we were
It's different though when it's Tenerife. If you look outside,
Aye.
it's miserable every fucking day. Could you handle it then?
Yeah, I think so. But no, if I get the JP Morgan thing that I applied for, I'll hopefully be moving in maybe the end of this year, even if I get it.
Wow.
Maybe starting next
What
year.
does she do? She doing it?
She's the official job title is early years practitioner. If you don't know what that is, it's a nursery nurse. She works in the 1 to 2 room, so dealing with the hellish wains. Could not do her job. See, when she phones me after she's been at work and tells me what's happened, I'm like, better you than me.
You're such a significant
Fucking
person.
stubborn bastards.
I'd snap. I'd snap at the parents. Just when she comes home
Get
and says
control
to
of
me,
your fucking ways.
I'm teaching them shite that you should be teaching them.
Fucking teach them.
So, do you have any advice then to anyone that's also, we're getting close to the end of the college year, do you have any advice to anyone that's sort of like thinking of going to college or uni next year?
Don't apply.
If you go to college or uni, I would recommend only doing it if you really want to go. Don't just apply as an option because you've got nothing else to do. You need to really want it, otherwise you're going to buckle under the pressure. If it's not something you really want to do, when you get to a significant enough level like HNC, HND, something like that, you will buckle under the pressure if it's not something you're willing to invest good solid time in. But if it is something you're willing to do, then it's always a great option. And also, as you may slack off at the start of the year and procrastinate for the rest of it, like I have, but I would wholeheartedly recommend knuckling down and doing it, because you will get to the end of the year and you will be overladen with work and unable to do all of it in time, and it will stress you the fuck out.
Also, drink with your college pals, that's always a good bit of advice.
Yes, particularly at lunch in between classes at the student union just down the road.
Oh, you're Joe, that's, you get a student union with that.
It's literally like 3 seconds away.
Oh, you bastard.
See, if you walk out the college, walk to the right, walk for like 3 minutes, take a left down past Strathclyde Uni, and Union is there. And it's great.
Because we've got
cheap as fuck.
Oh no, see, we've got a pub that's right next to us as well, and it's a really nice pub, but that's the problem. It's a really nice pub, so it's expensive.
We've got it, and it's like just a regular bottle of cider, like the big ones. It's like $2.50 for them.
Stirling Uni's bar is relatively expensive as well.
Yeah,
I've never been in Stirling Uni's bar.
It's nice.
I've applied for Stirling Uni, like
I've got
never been in the bar.
The bar's alright.
I get 50% off.
It's weird. It's like But do you get
Can you just
being
buy the
pint-
drinks and I'll give you the
A
money?
pint maybe 460 for me, 220. Aye.
How often are you in the start?
Apart from the fact that half of 460 is 230.
I realised
Oh, I wasn't letting that one slide. No after the B in computing class.
I've got an excuse.
You're shit at maths.
Exactly, mate. I mean, what numbers every day in my life, but that's not too.
They're simple numbers, they're up to 10.
The
That's
thing is, right, a pint is 440 is the way I was looking at it.
No.
And 460 came out your mouth.
Exactly, aye. I don't know why. There you go.
Near that.
Aye, near that.
So then,
440? Damn, that's expensive.
Aye.
so I think we're going to play the first of a few games, Ben.
Oh shit.
Now, the first one is what do you think of, which
Please tell me it
I've
doesn't
realised
include pictures.
we've... What?
Please tell me it doesn't include pictures.
No,
no.
Like me when I'm like 2 or something.
No.
No, that's
No, we don't do our
What an
research.
idea for a game.
Yeah, actually, that's a good game.
Right, I'm never coming back on this because I know what they're going to do
You're
next
not going to
time.
invade the game. mate.
Oh. Yeah, no, so the first one is...
Wait, talk about I'm taking over you as co-host.
I feel bad for these.
Right, what's the game?
explain it while I get up, please. What do you think of?
It's
Right, come on, that's a bit inappropriate when 3 guys sitting there. Right, anyway, the game.
Aye.
Fuck off.
He's going to... I was going to say he's going to get it up. No, he's not. He's
I hope no, we just had this discussion.
basically he's going to give you a topic such as Scotland, and you have to give it in as little words as possible.
And as fast as possible.
Scotland's an easy one.
Aye.
So,
And you've got to give your answer on it.
so like for example, I say Scotland, he
The
says...
best country in the world.
So,
I'd
something-
have just shouted freedom at the top of my lungs, to be honest. Have you got neighbours that... Are these walls thin?
I mean, my flatmate's that way, but there's nothing that way, so you're fine.
Are they?
Yeah, but it's fine.
I didn't-
He knows that we're doing this.
Aye, sweet.
I wouldn't say freedom though.
But yeah, no. So like, it doesn't have to be as in few words, but like try and say just the first thing that comes into your head. Okay.
Alright, okay.
As fast as possible. Okay. You ready?
Maybe.
Right. Scotland.
Vote no.
Oh, vote yes, fuck you.
England.
Fuck
That's my city.
Fuck them!
Drink.
As much as you can.
Drugs.
Maybe not.
Stirling High School.
Shithole.
Nicholas.
Gay!
I knew that was coming. I'll leave that one out actually after what we discussed earlier. Gaming.
No, please don't.
The best pastime in the world.
Aye, you know. Bring that one back.
GTA.
Disgustingly amazing.
Yeah. College.
Yeah, a bit boring sometimes.
Fair enough, you don't have jobs, so I'll leave that one out. One Angry Scotsman.
Oh yeah! That's what you're wanting.
Will we ever see a video again?
Maybe.
I think you need to tell. I didn't think the camera heard that.
Probably not.
Ah, you're a dick. Cars.
Fast as fuck.
Liam.
Cool.
Jamie.
Cunt.
Well, that's.
I saw that one coming as soon as you said your name. I was like, oh yes. Here we go.
I feel
this is it.
I feel I agree with Ben's points on that. Right then, we're now going to do a segment called Liam, Jamie, and Guest Do the News, which I still haven't got a fucking. That's the title of it. I'm not going to set everyone's name every time we do it, because we do it with every guest as well. Basically, just I found two. Fuck off. I found two news stories, and we're just basically going to talk over them and see what we think about them, alright?
Oh god, this could be interesting.
The first one, and guys, I want you to take them on. Thankfully, you're sitting down, I just want you to panic, okay? KFC chicken crisis.
I fucking absolutely raging it, I'm not
Aye, so Stirling's shut. Fuck that.
No. Aye, it was. Stirling's KFC was shut, but Carlisle's shut permanently for the time being. Right? Other stores as well, Dumfries.
No, but this is the point where it says it was caused by this depot not going
No. Very inaccurate. Very accurate.
Right,
Did you get rid of
is this fake news?
Fake news.
Right, what's the real story?
Fuck
Change the keys it.
Tell you for why.
Tell
Right.
the camera.
I know Big Licks in KFC, right? I know the Big Licks up. Guy's name's Kevin. Anyway, that's another story, right?
He's an assistant manager.
I know he's absolutely not. I tell you for why. Kevin's
Jamie shouting some for
Once I
chicken.
seen this article, I had to find out. Phone's Kevin up. Kevin, how you doing? Had a wee chat and that. Then he
Why
goes,
do you tell stories like my grandpa?
right,
Because he just
halfway through the conversation,
Fuck
he goes, oh, by the way, reason I phoned you, what's this chicken debacle?
Debacle?
He says to me, we changed delivery drivers, right?
Aye,
So
there's problems with the couriers.
Aye.
yeah, no, this is the
No,
point
no,
it's
no, no,
making out.
No, that's a depot.
That's a storage
Right.
storage depot. Absolute inaccurate. They've got enough chicken to supply it.
Absolute inaccurate.
Aye. Bullshit is what you've got in front of you.
Bull inaccurate.
I'll tell you for why. They changed couriers, like Ben's just said, right? And they got the orders all wrong. They were delivering it to wrong stores, and the drivers didn't know what to order.
Oh,
Right.
that's bad programming, that.
Not only that,
Get me an alpha.
majority of the lorries didn't have the correct storage to store them during the delivery.
So they've switched couriers and no made sure that they can courier their items.
Exactly, mate.
That seems a bit dumb.
Right? Now one of the first stores I think was doing in England to shut, wasn't it? I think it was doing in England. Carlisle's
There's
was
like
one of the first as well.
570 out of the 700 in the UK shot or something.
Ah, it was fucking...
It says at the moment there's 300 shot.
Was it 3? Right. It was 500 earlier.
They
It's only
focus
just
on-
opened in it, so,
Yeah.
you know, very inaccurate. However, that article,
So
in general, the way I think of it, it's you know what I mean, there's loads of chicken, it's just, you know what I mean,
it's not getting anywhere.
it's just not getting anywhere, right?
Sad times.
I was really thinking that this article was going to be political, to be honest with you.
No, we never
really,
get.
no,
I was
always-
really worried that we were going to hit a touchy subject for
like,
this now.
Like, see, it's very rare me and Jamie actually do serious news stories, unless it's like
I mean, this is
absolutely
quite serious, I'm not going to lie.
Unless it's like absolutely serious, no, but me and Jamie usually, well, I say Jamie, I usually go out
Have
and
you
try to
got
find
any-
the pish take stories.
Have you got any American followers?
No, no,
We've got a couple,
Well,
but
not
not
many.
many.
I was going to say we could. I was going to say let's do the gun control one, but if you've got American
Nah,
viewers,
nah,
we better
I'd
not.
rather
Stay away
not.
from that, mate.
Yeah, we're
Anyway,
trying to get banned on YouTube.
I mean, my daily's rumbling thinking about this, I hope we move away from that article.
That's fine. This is a sad one though.
Another food related.
This is lollipop lady robbed at knife point during school run. Basically, it took two men.
One of the wains.
It took two men, both with knives, to rob
So nice, Brian.
80-year-old to rob an 80-year-old woman of £20.
Off. That's the heist of the century.
That's a fix, isn't it?
Mm.
You know what I mean, that's a fix for them.
Wait,
Yeah.
hold on a second. I didn't actually read further
Oh,
on.
fucking
because
what is
before
this? Sort of
No,
horses.
no,
Fake news.
No, it says that both men were white, right? Okay, both 5'5" in height. They're fucking Waynes. The school kids aren't robbing them. 5'5's like the.
That's why they had to rob the lollipop lady. They just
20
got
quid,
robbed.
but, you know what I mean?
They said they're. If you ever see old woman getting robbed at knife point, please report it to the police.
And once you've done that, proceed to go up behind the guy and kick shit out of him.
Yeah.
No, I don't, because he's got knives, stay away from him. But advice. That's a rather random story, to be honest.
I mean, obviously find the random ones.
It's a good one though.
No,
Where the
No.
fuck did you find that?
BBC News, I guess where I got all my things from.
I mean, in all fairness, at least she wasn't hot.
Yeah, no, that's
And she's only
it's what I did say.
Aye.
That's what I said. She was robbed of only £20. Yeah, and she was unharmed in the.
8-year-old, she's not got a phone.
Can I just say, did you see the one the other day that was in the news about 5 guys broke into somebody's house?
No.
And the guy was trained in the Israeli military martial art, Krav Maga, I think it's called, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Bob,
There's
yeah.
5 guys broke into his house, 3 with machetes, 1 with a baseball bat, 1 with a crowbar.
Where the fuck were they? Where was this house?
I think it was.
This must be
I think it was in
done
America or
Oh,
something.
no,
like
film.
that. Or it
there
was.
a crowbar there?
I can't mind where it. I can't mind where it. No, sorry, if it was in America that they had guns. It must have been in this country somewhere.
Aye.
But 3 machetes,
Not this country.
a
Why
crowbar,
would you go into this house with a machete? What the fuck did
and
this boy
a
have?
baseball bat, and the guy fought them off, and they ran. He fought off 5 guys, all wielding
That's quite-
weapons. I was like,
I mean, I've never
that's
seen it,
impressive.
but that's impressive indeed. Aye.
Aye.
Mm.
He's like 50 or something as well.
That's.
Right, once you know, you know what I'm saying?
No.
No, if you know,
Once you know, you know. Well, aye.
If you know how to shoot your cunt, you know.
Boy's getting fucked up.
Aye, exactly. If you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I can't put that in my clear for you, Ben.
No, I really think you could.
Fucking, don't want to bastard here, I'm telling you.
Aye. Alright then, aye.
Fucking half of 416.
Half of 460 being 220, fuck's sake.
Aye, well.
Right, Ben, for the final game of the night, and to determine if you are the best Ben that we've had on this podcast.
Oh.
Right, so Jamie, whilst I load up the game, do you want to explain to Ben what it is he has to do?
I hate this show, by the way. Right, I'm just trying to explain. I'm easier to get the game up, but what else?
If you want, we can do it the other way. Right, okay, Ben.
Can I get a phone?
Wait, have you not got it on your phone?
I don't think so, I'm not sure. I don't have it on my phone. Right. It's like, hey mate, fuck's sake.
Wait a minute. Fuck it, I'll just explain. Right, so basically, there's this game called Hot Seat. Download it now on the App Store.
No sponsored.
Yeah, no, Hot Seat if you like sponsor us. I mean, we're doing you a favour here. So yeah, basically, there's this game, and now you're going to get a letter, any letter from the alphabet. Now, once you get this letter, you can either choose to re-roll or keep it. Okay. Now, you only get one chance at a re-roll, so say if your letter's A, you can re-roll it once, and then you get B, and then that's you. Okay.
So never another re-roll.
Yeah, you can keep it. You can keep the letter the first time if you want. It's up to you. Now, after that letter, you're going to be timed from then on. Okay. You're going to get given a question, and you need to answer it with this letter, and the answer needs to start with that letter that you got. So, say for example,
On a certain topic.
yeah. So, like it might say cars, and if you had A, you would say Aston Martin, something like that. Now, you can say whatever answer you want. If I feel it's not up to standards, I'll hit pass. I'll add on time to your time. But basically, there's
fucked for this.
There's 10 questions. The top score is Alba on 38 seconds, 0.6 with 9 correct. And the Ben that you're looking to beat got 1 minute and 2 seconds with 8 correct.
See, before we're going to further.
Did I not explain something?
No, you did.
Right.
What Ben was on before?
Francis, rugby player.
Oh, I thought you meant Bancroft.
No, Ben Crawford hasn't been on it yet.
Oh, right, okay.
I mean, we'll have him then for the 3-week Ben.
Maybe don't call it that.
I'm going to name the podcast title that when it comes out. I'm good.
Ben's 3-way.
Okay.
Jake Paul. Sorry, get a quick bit in there.
We get clickbait sometimes, not all the time. We're good sometimes, not all the time. But are you ready for your letter?
Maybe.
Well, Ben, your letter is F. Now, would you like to stick with F or would you like to change? Oh, one thing I did explain. Sorry. Say if you get 5 wrong, that's a D and F. Well, if you get a D,
you get a chance.
you get a chance. No one's ever got 2 D and Fs.
Don't be the first.
Don't be the first.
Oh, I knew that you've said that.
I so hope you're the first.
You're never going to laugh again.
Well, I'm going to be the first, right? Keep it.
Are you keeping F, right?
Keep F.
Are you sure? We are going to go straight away once this counts down. In 3, 2, 1. Creepy crawlies. Pass it if you want.
Pass.
Adjectives.
Fuck.
Things you shouldn't touch.
Flies.
Right. Things you replace.
Furniture.
Yep. Ways to get here.
Ways to get to here.
Yeah.
Fly.
Yep. Things you can get fried.
Oh, pass.
Parts of your body.
Foot.
Nicknames.
Fuck nugget.
Cosmetics or toiletries.
Foundation.
Yep. And hobbies.
Football.
Well then,
Right.
Jamie, would you like to write up the time?
See, I mean, I was going to show you. Absolutely.
How does he know the time? Did you tell him?
I'm about to tell him.
Right, okay.
You can add this later, can you?
Just put it at the bottom of the proper way round.
Can I? Because that's like that.
Oh,
That's
right, fine.
fucking.
Do you want me to fucking write that up?
With 8 correct. And what's Jamie on? 1-4.
It doesn't matter about me though, I'm already out of the I'm out of the limelight, mate.
Well, with a time of 58 seconds, 0.4. Meaning you're now 4th on the board and beating Jamie. And
That's fine.
But look, I think, does that make me the superior Ben as well?
That does make you superior, Ben. Just.
What else?
Fuck, Alba got 9 correct in 38 seconds.
Right now.
Honestly, that's what's frightening.
What letter did she have?
Oh, she had an easy one, but like, she had like 8 or something.
But even
Or
that
S.
is like fucking frightening.
Connor had this. Connor was the previous guest, so that did shit. That's it.
41
Like,
3 seconds, damn.
it was close. Like, James was the first one to get 10 correct. And he still didn't come top.
10?
Yeah.
I take it there's only 10 questions?
Yeah, 10 questions.
Right, sweet.
Right, well then, Jamie, last thing to do is Premier League predictions. It's fine, you don't have to.
I'm going to be useless with this. I think Chelsea will win.
No fucking hell. Oh, why did you even say that? You've just embarrassed yourself.
Right,
Premier League, that.
Nah?
Oh, I think I'm thinking. No, I'm thinking the wrong league.
right,
Just stop on my head.
Leicester v Stoke.
Leicester.
Bournemouth, Newcastle. Oh, sorry, Leicester.
You know what I mean? Right, carry on.
Bournemouth v Newcastle.
Bournemouth.
Draw. Brighton, Swansea.
The hesitation in your voice. Carry on, what was that?
Brighton v Swansea.
Swansea.
Draw. Burnley v Southampton.
The last Southampton.
Burnley.
It's not good at this, is it?
Liverpool v West Ham.
Liverpool.
West Brom, Huddersfield.
Huddersfield.
Watford v Everton.
Watford.
Crystal Palace v Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Man U, Chelsea. This is a toughie.
I'm going to go with Ben. When he said Chelsea got to win, I'm going to go with him here.
I hardly looked at his
I went
phone at
draw.
that point.
Eh?
I went with draw. Well, you can blame him because I'm still 3 in the lead. So if
In all fairness, I completely balls it when I said Southampton over Bournemouth. Burnley.
Yeah,
I never
I
meant
can
that.
see. Yeah, it doesn't matter that you said it. Remember the
Oh,
rules.
for fuck's sake. So this free ahead, eh?
Listen, there's a tenner on the line for this at the end of the
All
year.
I'm going to say is,
Right.
my top goal scorer's coming true.
I mean, I'm still backing mine. I mean, I want yours to win, but I'm still backing mine. Right, well, until I can see Ben's very confused, so we'll end it here.
Why not?
Until next, well, Ben, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
You're
It's
welcome.
been fun.
Well, until next time, I've been Liam Whyte,
I've been Jamie Allan.
And I've been Ben Gilmour.
and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.